If I could give just one piece of advice to help someone to be able to relate to a friend who is struggling with their mental health, it would be this. Hey there guys, my name is Dave Cottrell, aka Mindset by Dave, and as well as being a mindset and mental health coach for the last 4 years, I've lived with type 2 bipolar disorder for the last 24 years. So when I talk about this topic, it's coming at it from both sides. Before we get into the content, I just want to remind you that I stream live every Sunday from 7 PM till 10 PM on twitch.tv/mindset by Dave, and every Tuesday from 10 AM till 4 PM as the same place. I'm really happy. Well, happy's not maybe the right word, but I'm really prepared to talk about my own condition and to open up about these things too on there. So if you ever want to come to have a conversation with someone who just gets it on that level as well as on a professional level, then I'd love to have you as part of that chat. Anyway, let's get stuck in. So the number one piece of advice I would give is this: learn to separate the person from the condition. This is a very, very difficult thing to do. I don't underestimate how easy this is. But the thing is that you will know your friend that you are speaking to, and you will also know when they are acting, well, not so much out of character, but different to the person that you see them on a day-to-day basis. This is particularly true about when someone has a personality disorder or something like bipolar disorder. When that person is conditional, when that person is symptomatic of their condition, they will often talk in different ways, act in different ways, and sometimes those ways can be aggressive or hostile or impatient towards you. And this is why this is such a vitally important thing to be able to do. Because if that person was asymptomatic and they were just being a little bit hostile, which, let's face it, we can all be from time to time, your reaction to that person would be one way. And yeah, you might be able to call that person out on that and you might actually get a decent response. But once that person is symptomatic of their mental illness, the approach needs to be completely different. And you know what? We have to do the following thing, which is put our own feelings about the way they're acting to one side for a little bit of time, whilst we help this person get beyond the point of crisis. And as I say, I do not underestimate how difficult this is and how difficult this can be, and I appreciate the enormity of the thing that I am asking for you to do. But my role here is to try and help people to not only learn about mental health more, but be able to work with it better as well. And if you can do this for the person, what you will find is that the result you're after is to help bring this person down, to calm them down, to bring them back to what you consider to be their normal state, or what they might consider to be their normal state. That's the result you're after. But when someone is symptomatic of their mental health and they're being aggressive towards you, being aggressive back is just going to be the whole fight fire with fire for fire with fire. And that person may even be internally completely and utterly beating themselves up about the way that they're talking to you at the same time. So on top of the fact that they're having this condition which is causing them to lash out, they're also deeply sorry and ashamed of themselves for the fact that they are lashing out, which is a very, very difficult thing to deal with. And as a result, in that situation, if you as a friend can come in and go, "Oh, I can really see that you're struggling right now. I just want to be here for you. How can I help?" You know, not saying things like calm down. Unfortunately, it never works. It's what we actually want the person to do, but that phrase never seems to work. Not saying don't think about it, like I talked about in the video the other day, but saying, you know, how can I be there for you? What do you need from me right now? And actually, you know, even that's not a guaranteed success. The person might turn around and say, I don't know what, you know, the person might still be hostile. But in that situation, understand one thing: that person is dealing with this discussion plus a mental health crisis, and you're just dealing with this discussion. And again, I'm not making light of it. What I'm suggesting is that in that particular moment, the person with the capacity to remain calm is more likely to be you than the person that you're helping. So the best way for you to help them to get back to a calm state is to remain in a calm state yourself, to not treat them like a burden, to treat them like you're there for them, to treat them with compassion, and separate the person you know and love from the condition, because it's the condition that's speaking to you right now. It's not the person that you know and love. I know that might be a difficult concept, but trust me, I've lived through both sides of this, both by being the person whose condition is saying the most god-awful things that I would just never say. And I've also been there for someone who's doing that to me. And again, hands up, complete and utter honesty, I've dealt with it in both the ways I'm suggesting here. And I can promise you that the way where you try and aggressively go in and fight the fire with fire never ends up well. Whereas compassion, it's hard. Yes, it is hard. But you're going to get the person to the place that you want to get them to a lot easier after you get over that initial hump. So I hope this has been of use, and that next time that you're in a situation where a friend might be symptomatic, that you're able to help them that little bit better. Remember that you can always come and chat to me on Twitch whenever I am live, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Tuesdays and 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. every Sunday. And I would love to try and help you further.